Mark Zuckerberg, a name synonymous with success, wealth, and innovation. But have you ever wondered about the journey that led him to the top? How did this young man change the world? This story is not just about Mark Zuckerberg, it's about the power of one person's vision to change the world. We'll take you back to May when Mark was just a student at Harvard University. On an ordinary day, Mark sat down at his computer and began writing lines of code that would soon transform the way we connect. What makes this story truly remarkable is the age at which Mark embarked on this journey. He was just 19 years old. Imagine sitting down at a computer at such a young age with the intent to change the world. And that's exactly what Mark did. Now let's talk about the environment in which this transformation took place. Mark's dorm room. It's not just any room, but the very place where countless students dream and scheme. In this space filled with aspirations, Mark had an epiphany that would change the course of history. But what was this epiphany? How did a young man in a Harvard dorm change the internet forever? It all started with an idea that was simple yet revolutionary. Mark wanted to create a website that would allow students to connect with each other, but he didn't stop there. His vision extended beyond the confines of Harvard. He wanted to connect people from all over the world. This idea planted in his mind during those formative years would soon blossom into one of the most influential platforms in the world. But let's step back for a moment and analyze this idea. Why was it so special? What made Mark decide to bring this vision to reality? Well, the answer lies in the heart of what Mark Zuckerberg is really about, his passion for connecting people. It wasn't just about creating another social media platform. It was about creating a global community where anyone could connect with anyone else. It was about breaking down geographical barriers and bringing people together. As Mark developed this idea, he probably sat in his dorm room thinking about the impact he wanted to make. He was probably thinking about how his creation could change the world. He probably thought about how his platform would be more than just a website, it would be a community. And that's exactly what happened. Facebook became much more than just a website. It became a place where people could share their lives, connect with friends and family, and discover new communities. The impact of Mark's idea can still be felt today. Facebook has connected billions of people around the world and has changed the way we communicate. And all of this started in a small dorm room. It's a testament to the power of ideas and the courage it takes to bring them to life. So what was the real breakthrough? What made Mark Zuckerberg successful in achieving this monumental task? It wasn't just about having a great idea, it was about executing that idea. And that's where Mark truly stood out. As Mark began developing the website, he faced countless challenges. But instead of being intimidated, he tackled each challenge head on. He worked tirelessly, determined to bring his vision to reality, and his hard work paid off. The website gained popularity among students, and before he knew it, it had expanded far beyond the confines of Harvard. One of the key reasons behind Mark's success was his ability to focus. Despite the growing popularity of his website, Mark stayed focused on his goal. He didn't get distracted by the glitz and glamour that often comes with success. Instead, he remained dedicated to making his website the best it could be. This brings us to a pivotal point in Mark's journey, the point where he could have sold Facebook to one of the big companies that had expressed interest. But Mark didn't just say no to these offers. He turned them down because he believed in his vision and he was committed to making it a reality. This decision not only shaped the future of Facebook, but also marked the beginning of Mark's transformation from a promising student to a tech icon. It was a time of significant change, a period that would test his resilience and solidify his determination. In saying no to these offers, Mark chose the path less traveled, a path that led to the unknown. Yet he took this leap of faith without hesitation, driven by his unwavering belief in his product and his vision. This decision also demonstrated Mark's entrepreneurial spirit. He didn't settle for the status quo. He wasn't satisfied with just being a student at Harvard. He wanted more. He wanted to create something that would change the world. It was this drive, this thirst for something more that pushed him forward. And as Facebook began to grow, so did Mark's responsibilities. He had to make tough decisions that would impact the company's future. But throughout it all, Mark remained focused, always keeping the end goal in sight. However, Mark's journey was not just about hard work and focus. It was also about isolation. Mark understood that to achieve his goals, he needed to focus on his mission, and that meant stepping away from the distractions of everyday life. During the early days of Facebook, Mark lived in the office. He slept there, ate there, and spent every waking moment building the company. It was a lonely existence, but Mark was committed to his mission and nothing was going to distract him. You see, Mark wasn't just building a social media platform, he was building a community. He wanted to create a place where people could connect with others who shared their interests. He wanted to create a place where people could find support and build meaningful relationships. But why did Mark go to such extremes? Why was he willing to sacrifice everything to build Facebook? The answer, quite simply, was his passion. Mark was passionate about connecting people. He believed that people should be able to connect with others easily, and he wanted to make that a reality. And what's amazing about Mark's story is that he didn't let anything stand in his way. He didn't let his age, inexperience, or lack of resources stop him. He just focused on his goal and worked tirelessly to achieve it. There were times when Mark doubted himself. There were times when he questioned whether he could really change the world. But he never gave up. He kept pushing forward, believing that what he was doing was important. And it was important because it was changing the way people communicated. It was changing the way people interacted. It was changing the way people connected. But Mark's story isn't just about his personal journey, it's also about the impact he had on the world. Facebook has changed the way we live, work, and play. It has connected billions of people and has made the world a smaller place. Facebook has given voice to the voiceless. It has allowed people to connect with their loved ones across continents. It has allowed people to build businesses and reach new heights. And it all started with a young man in a Harvard dorm room who had a vision to connect the world. So the real breakthrough wasn't just about Mark Zuckerberg. It was about all of us. It was about giving people a platform to connect, to share, and to grow. You see, Mark didn't just change the internet, he changed the way we interact, the way we communicate, and the way we connect. He gave us a platform that allows us to be part of a global community. And that's why Mark Zuckerberg's story is more than just a success story. It's an inspiration. It inspires us to dream big, to work hard, and to never give up on our goals. In conclusion, Mark Zuckerberg's journey from a 19-year-old student to a tech icon is a testament to the power of one person's vision to change the world. He didn't just build a social media platform, he built a community that has connected billions of people and has changed the way we live, work, and play. His story is a beacon of hope for young dreamers everywhere. It tells us that with dedication, focus, and an unwavering belief in our vision, we too can change the world. As you think about Mark's journey, consider this. What changes do you want to make in your own life? What impact do you want to make on the world? Remember, it all starts with a single step, a step towards your dreams, a step towards your goals, a step towards your vision. If you enjoyed this video, check out our other videos on the greatest entrepreneurs and business leaders of our time. Each of them started with just an idea and a dream, just like Mark Zuckerberg. If you found inspiration in Mark's story and want to dive deeper into the world of successful entrepreneurs, we've got the perfect video for you. It's the Steve Jobs story. Click here to watch and uncover the secrets of another iconic tech genius. And if you're hungry for more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.